By request of these next two guests, they ask that you only ask questions that involve episodes they've done together. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff, Parise, and Gabe, Tigerman! Rock and roll. We did karaoke in Australia, and Parise, maybe we'd all, I don't know, had some dinner beverages, and the song was Katy Perry, I'm gonna hear me roar, and he kept doing a lion roar. Do your lion roar? That was appropriate for that song.
It made sense.
For the next 17 songs, you're like somebody singing The Rose. Some say love. 17 songs. It was the funniest epic thing I have ever seen.
It's like a Tom Green runner.
It was a classic me moment where I'm the only one laughing, but I literally can't breathe. I mean, like, just deadpan stares. Sing us a song, yeah, the piano man. It really was. It was magic. That's what it was. Ladies and gentlemen, Gabe and Jeff.
Thank you guys.
It's us.
This guy.
The duo that just makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't question it. It's like PB and shoes.
Yeah.
It's like
The Adam and Asmodeus show.
it's beautiful. Dude, that was the
Brought to you by the CW, our spin-off show.
Yep. It's
Sit over here if you don't mind.
yeah, far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You scare me.
You should be
You
scared.
scare me.
I'm an intimidating fellow. Hi.
I can barely see. I'm blinded.
That you okay?
Yeah, but I can barely see our friends.
Okay. Well, sorry, they're out there.
Hi guys.
It's good.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
So should we just get into it? Should we just get into it? Get into the questions?
Zips up.
Oh wait. Oh, you want to do theater exercises?
Yeah. What's
how
another one?
That's how we gotta prepare.
I couldn't believe the new Zip Zap Zop.
Oh yeah.
Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Zip.
Oh, I lost already. This is
Usually
real.
it's more than one person.
Yeah, you want to really cater to like the 1% of the audience that did dorky theater games. We did a
love it. Yeah, that's the 1%.
Yep. It's a deep cut. We did a trust fall earlier, so now I feel like we're really in good hands with each other.
Yeah, although the trust fall scared me because you stiffened up. Like,
Yeah.
But you didn't go like this so I could catch your arm, so I'm like left.
But I am a tiny little sprite. Like, what are you worried about?
I wasn't that worried, I guess, because I could have always just dropped you.
This is true. This is true. Would you like to remind me? That's part of the trust.
I got it.
My leg buckled. I didn't trust you. You waited. You waited way too long. Oh, hi. What's going on?
Can I ask one question? Yeah, I
Yes.
have a question real quick though.
I kind of can't see anything. Just
My name's Brian.
hi, Brian.
You guys did a panel with that guy Adam Rose
Oh, man.
once upon a time, and
Yeah.
I was just kind of curious, like, because right now you're doing a panel with not Adam Rose.
Well, you know what? We responded. There was a lot of feedback.
Right. I just want to know, like, was it something I said, or
Adam Rose
he played Aaron Bass?
My mic's off, I'm sorry. I think you're mistaken. I don't think we ever did it.
No, it's definitely.
No, I remember it because we got the complaints They're like, oh, you guys,
Oh.
yeah.
So
They described it. It was actually kind of beautiful imagery. They described it as I will, okay, yeah. They described that panel like two glorious rocket ships surging into the sky, being held down by a really neurotic weight.
Because I remember Adam being very entertaining and adding quite a lot of value to the panel, and I just feel like other people agreed.
I don't know.
When we were all up there. But anyway, I guess you answered my question.
This guy's question?
Sort of.
Do you have a question, sir?
No, that was it. I guess I'll go. All right, bye. See you guys later. Bye. It was.
Oh, you're still there?
Guys, I'm Adam. All right. It was me.
Whoa!
I'm Adam.
Oh!
All right. And
That's what you call burying the lead.
I don't know why you guys are doing this without me, but whatever.
Because of the lights.
This is embarrassing.
All right.
You were great.
To be
Did you
fair,
want to, I don't know.
I thought we were
Anybody have any
friends.
questions for Adam?
I thought we were friends.
Come on.
You had glasses on, which was part of the ruse, I think.
Hey, you guys couldn't tell who I was. You thought I was Brian.
It was the light.
Do you
All right.
want to come up?
This bit is over.
No, I think you should come up.
And see. Adam Rose, ladies and gentlemen.
Who? Then you got it right. You got really worried there. Now, did you have a question?
Yes, I did.
Jensen, I see you. Nice try. Nice try. Okay, yes.
So do either of you have any crazy audition stories?
Crazy audition stories, just in general?
Just in general.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, yeah.
Do you want to get...
I
You seem
can-
like giving a visceral response.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of audition stories, but there's
Yeah.
the one. You guys ever seen Primal Fear? Long time ago.
Oh, Primal Fear, yeah.
Primal Fear.
I heard you say Brian Mulferi. Not
Yeah,
familiar
not
with
that.
him. Italian fellow.
You know, it's
Go.
a career-making role for.
Oh, yeah.
I auditioned for that part, and I remember, you know, my agents were like, "This could make your."
That would have been a big deal.
Oh, would have been. Really would have been.
Yeah.
If I hadn't do the scene where, you know, he's stuttering and doing the thing, and
Yeah.
then he does the turn and switches, and I went, yeah. The casting director, and her water spilled all over her. Just stop it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can do it again. I'll do it again.
It's like, don't bother.
We're good.
No, we're good. We're good.
I got
We're
it.
good.
It was
Great.
good. Yeah, thanks for that.
Okay, do you need my headshot? No. Got it on file.
We're good, we're good.
Don't got it on file.
That's one.
I was remembering my first audition for Supernatural, because I did not get my first audition for Supernatural. I auditioned for the part of the young man who reanimates his girlfriend, who then, I think she snaps his neck later, is that right? Yeah. Auditioned for that. Nailed it. Was just like, oh, done and done. You can just fill out this check and we'll get to work, right guys? And they're like, sure, we'll get back to you. And didn't hear anything. I was very disappointed. And then 2 weeks later, auditioned for the role of Andy, which I felt I was not right for at all. And there was no way, it was a waste of everybody's time for me to be there, because he's like this stoner kid, and I didn't buy it. And I looked at all the other people in the room. Do you ever do that? Do you ever size yourself up? Like, yeah.
Always.
And I'm like, oh, I would cast
Yeah.
him. He's great. Oh, he's perfect. Like, that guy looks high right now. Unbelievable. And then me, they're not gonna do it. But I was wrong. Dead wrong.
Well, were you? Because aren't you right for that part, really?
Was I right? No. I think it hasn't borne out. I think there's a lot of regrets that they have. They're like, we should have gotten that really high guy.
Yeah, the one guy he was
Anyway, I think, yeah. Okay, good talk. Hi.
Okay. My question is for both Jeffrey and Gabriel Tigerman.
Yes, I got both names.
What is
Respect.
Well, you guys got both names because I can't pronounce his last name.
Lord, take it away. Go ahead, yes?
What does the meaning of the supernatural family mean to you? And I love the both of you. And hey Jeffrey, can you
it's a
say
three-parter.
hello Angelica in your Asmodeus voice?
Hello, Angelica.
I like it. Do you ever use that just like on dates?
Oh, yeah. Hi, so no, I moved down to LA when I was that like, oh wait, this isn't really going good. How you doing, honey?
There it is. Some folks call it a sling blade. The
Supernatural family, what does it mean to you?
supernatural family means a lot to me, to be genuinely honest. I was on the show 72 years ago, and not only do I have a big group of friends here, like we all genuinely like each other, but I've been very moved in particular when my family had some very serious, very scary health issues, and the amount of support that the supernatural community, both the actors and fans and everybody showed and loved and support was overwhelming at really the hardest time of my life, and it meant so much. It was very moving at a time when it would have been very easy just to focus on what is dark and scary and sad in the world. And so it's I'm reminded of that every time I come to one of these, because it's really quite a family. And I see people supporting each other. Really, thank you guys all. Like, supporting each other, and it's really quite huge. So that means. What do you think? What's it mean to you?
Same.
Ditto, but more.
But more and more heartfelt.
Yeah, more real.
More emotional.
So, but yeah, more personal. So, all right, that's good stuff. Thank you, guys. All right, next. Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
I'm Bella. What was like your favorite scene to shoot on set? And yeah.
That's a good question. My favorite scene, not to do with myself, I had two favorite scenes that I remember. One of the first things I shot was where Jensen can't stop telling the truth. I genuinely laughed really hard because we didn't really run it beforehand, so I didn't know how he was going to do it, and it's legitimately funny. And I'm really biased towards exceptionally beautiful people to think that they're not going to be really funny. And I was like, oh, god damn it! Andy's funny? Bullshit! It's like all the other people, by the way, what?
Everybody's dropping albums.
Everyone's got albums. What are we supposed to do? You're gonna come out with an album of animal noises. It's gonna sound like hotcakes. The leaking elephant, I think, is what it's gonna be called. I can do one sound for it. Oh my! You should be on Police Academy. That's a reference for the kids. Topical.
They got it.
Yeah, what's up? I can do one sound. I can do a vague Wookiee. Which is it's probably not gonna happen, is it?
You can do a guest spot on my album.
Right?
A featuring.
It's like Diddy. It's a lot like Diddy. It's one of the many ways Diddy and I are similar.
So that was that the question?
I don't know what the question was. That led to fake Wookiee and Diddy talk.
I think my favorite scene was.
Oh yeah. Look at you with a memory.
It's because I'm not Andy, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Oh yeah, no, that sent me down a road, because I'm very method.
You did get method on that, didn't you? Just averages, munchies, and
Can I-
"It's my name again."
Can I interrupt with a very embarrassing story about the last time I tried to come to this convention?
Yes.
That pertains to, at the time, illegal use of marijuana, which it's just not really my thing. Maybe not surprising to look at me. You're like, oh, really? Your thing seems like you made
shit.
wheat thins and saltines on a crazy bender. So I had to take a red-eye flight to get here a couple of years ago, and and so I wanted to be well rested, so I could, answer questions, be sharp and whatnot. But I wanted to sleep on the plane, which I'm not good at, and I didn't want to take an Ambien because I'd be all groggy. And so my buddy, who was working for Snoop Dogg at the time, said, "Eat this chocolate before you get on the plane, and it'll be fun. Don't be so uptight. It's legal, and it'll be fine, and it'll be out of your system. It'll be great." And I'm like, "Ooh, gosh, I've
Did
seen
you eat the whole thing?
He said it was the proper amount. He said, and
That's what they always.
I ate the chocolate, and then I got there for the midnight.
Just a little piece of chocolate, huh?
I've had chocolate before when I was getting crazy. Dark chocolate one time, just getting nuts. So I get there, and it's midnight, and the flight is delayed for like an hour and a half, and which is apparently enough time for it to kick in stronger than anything has ever hit me in my entire adult life. And it was like an after-school special. Like, you see one of those things where they're like you see it from their point of view, and everything's blurry and streaming. It looks like an acid flashback. You're like, no one's ever had. That's what happened to me. It was. I wouldn't sit. I got so paranoid. I wouldn't sit next to anybody because they would know.
Yeah. And they did know.
And they did, and they were judging me.
Yeah.
And so I just stood there like this in the middle of the thing, staring at when it was saying that the flight was coming, just staring, and then realizing humans don't just stare at you.
Yeah. For 4 hours.
You should do something with your hands.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Put those down. Put those down. And so then, you know what people do? I remember what people do. People tie their shoes. So I would pretend no, it wouldn't be just untie. Just did this move. Just every 5 minutes. And then I started having aural hallucinations of sirens. And they would stop, and I would turn back. Go. I started blacking out.
Yeah.
This was terrible.
Don't fuck with edibles.
Don't. No. And then they're boarding, and they're like, and I'm like, and I keep losing time.
Yeah. It's suddenly you think you're getting on a different flight, right?
I had a lot of concerns.
Yeah.
So I got up there the waiting line. I'm like, just don't black out. Just don't black out. Just don't black out. And then I came to, and the lady was really repeating herself for the third time, and said, "Your ticket, sir." And I had it on my phone, which I'd never had before. I didn't know how it worked, so I just did this.
Give her the phone.
And it backed away. And then, to really confirm that I wasn't just paranoid, she then quizzed me on where my seat was.
Yeah, man. What your name is, all the hard questions.
Yeah. I just barely pulled those out of my ass. And then she went typed something in the computer, and I decided, the thinking man that I was, she's emailing the cops. Not the ones in LA. The ones in
New York, so when you
the ones in Philadelphia where my layover is, they're going to be waiting for me when we land.
Yeah, makes
and they're
total
going
sense.
to arrest me.
Yeah.
And then I also decided I can't sleep until they explain the emergency safety.
Of course.
And so what I better pretend to read while that happens and count to 60. I can't read the words. Count to 60, and every 60 seconds pretend to turn the page.
Been there.
Don't do drugs. What was the question? Oh yeah, Andy's hot. Andy, that's, yeah. Anyway, what was
Not all drugs are
audition?
good.
What was your favorite scene?
Not all drugs are good.
Some of them are great.
Oh jeez. What was your,
Oh, my
your favorite
favorite
scene? That was the question.
Yeah, my favorite scene, I think, was the first one when he was explaining the scars. It just felt so theatrical. I loved writing and just his whole introduction, that first episode. I just loved all the writing for it. It just felt like I was part of something really special. Turns out I was.
Look at that. You.
Hi. So you're both really great actors, and we
True,
didn't get
true,
to see
true.
both of you on the show. So I was wondering if you could do a quick, like, 10-second improv for us.
Dance, boy!
Yeah. So if Andrew and Asmodeus met in hell.
In hell. Okay.
Welcome home, boy.
It's very hot in here. It's
You're gonna be a lot of fun here.
oh dear. This seems like a bad place to spend eternity.
Somebody get this boy some chocolate.
Andy can handle it. Gabe can't handle it. Hi.
Dakota.
What sounds were just made? What?
Dakota.
Yep. I was wondering how you would approach if you guys were to switch roles, Asmodeus, Andy, Asmodeus.
All 10 seconds. Welcome to hell. You like Cajun style or extra crispy? You're gonna get those punches real soon, boy. Just weeping, just quietly weeping. That's me. That's just me. Hi.
I have a question for both of you separately.
Okay.
For Jeffrey, did you ever just try and do one of the skin odds in that outfit? Or the what?
Did you ever do just bust
Oh,
out?
yeah. I did it with the white.
There it is. Oh, that was your time. Like you should have been in the 70s. Like that would have been true. Your jam.
Oh,
man.
bring it on back.
Yes.
Good parts.
And you were on the show 15 years ago, which seems like forever. Did you ever think that it would be this big, that you would still be invited to conventions and be so popular now?
No, it's still surprising. Every time I get the call. It was very surprising the first time I got the call because I didn't know about, I heard of like a Star Trek convention. I didn't know that there were conventions for other shows because I didn't know things. And I remember at the time I'd only done one episode, and I remember they called and I told my agent, well, you should call them back because I think they've made a mistake. No, it's Gabriel Tigerman. I was in one episode, and no harm, foul, no harm, no foul. It's okay. And he said, no, they know it's you, and you can still come. And it's been delightful. That was 13 years ago. Holy moly, a lot has happened. But so I mean, thank you guys for still wanting to hang out. It's kind of amazing. Like you don't do that many. Usually you do a job, and then like maybe your buddies or family will call and say, "Hey, good job." But you never know how everybody else feels.
That's right.
It's really really something.
Until Twitter.
It's really surreal.
For better or worse.
I remember that first convention I went to, and walking onto a stage and having hundreds and hundreds of people like clapping and just being like, what is happening? What is this world? And being like, oh, this is like, you're like famous for a weekend. Like, you're like this is Tom Cruise's every day. And then I tried to take that into like my regular, everyday life, but no one else was complying. Like, I know. Anyway.
Hey, didn't we do that bit on the last?
Oh yeah, that's where I was like, that's what reminds me of this.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi. So my question is, if you could bring a big bad from any popular movie or TV show into the world of Supernatural, what would it be and why?
Bring back what? Any other show?
Like a villain type situation song.
Oh, what's your instinct? Do you have a first thought? Do you want me to?
I have a first thought.
What's your first thought?
First thought is Tony Soprano.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how he fit in it, but I don't know what he would do. I mean, he's... Yeah, he'd be a good loser.
Is he your favorite bad guy?
I think he's one of my favorite television characters ever, yeah. Yeah, it's so complex.
Yeah.
So, like, it's funny, he's tough, he's emotional, it's all, yeah. That show.
Is his son about to play him?
Yes! James Gandolfini's son.
Yeah.
He's playing him. He's
In
playing
what?
Tony Soprano in the Sopranos movie.
Oh wow. That sounds challenging.
Yeah.
Emotionally and just
Yeah.
everything about it.
Yeah, but apparently he looks a lot like... Makes sense.
Oh, he does. Oh, yeah. It's genetics. Yes. I just want Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yes. Like, he'd make himself right at home.
Yes.
Just. That's not working. Hi. What's up?
Hi. So, what's your favorite theater games? Because I think more people here know like theater games than you probably think.
You want to come up for a second?
Yeah. Do you know a lot of? Oh, you want to do Zip Zap Zop?
I love that game.
I was the kid. I was there like I never liked the theater games.
And
I thought
okay,
it was
so
too cool.
here's how Zip Zap Zop works. First of all, hi, what's your name? Sydney. Hi, Sydney.
Say hi to Sydney,
Hi,
guys.
Sydney. So this is a good game you can do at a party if you're trying to get your family to connect. Anything.
If you want to not be cool in high school, this is a great game to play.
So it's you go sit, and if it comes to you, you go zap to somebody else, and then you go, whoever got that one goes zop.
And
So
you
you
gotta-
have to do it at the same time. You go sit, zap, zop.
Right.
So if it comes to you, you throw it back at either one of us.
Okay. All right. Here we go. And I get because I want to hit here. Zip. Zap. Zap. Get a panic attack. Zap. And that's eliminated from the play. Yeah.
So if you mess up, you're out. You're out.
See the moment. I'm not. Apparently.
There it is.
Do you have a favorite theater game? UGG? How's UGG go? Do you know UGG?
Oh.
It's one of those new ones.
Very similar to Zip Zap Zop.
Lay it out.
So the first person starts and they go, and another person. Then if you get it, you have to like receive it like, and then throw it to the person next to you.
Yeah. In a different way.
Oh, they have to receive it. Oh, in a different way.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. This is good television, folks. All right, let's start it. We get it. You.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
My question is, if Andy didn't have the power of mind control, what would you rather him have? And if Asmodeus wasn't a prince of hell, what type of would you rather him have been like an angel or just a regular demon, or? I mean, he was trying to be king of hell, but.
Sure. It's gonna have goals.
Yeah. I think if he wasn't a demon, I think he'd be an angel trying to be God.
Damn. See what I did there? Shit. Think about it.
I think Andy would have the magical ability to summon corn chips out of nowhere. He'd find that handy.
You'd be so rich.
Yeah. Corn chips, but he wouldn't. Corn chips. Yeah. Corn chips. You get corn chips. You get corn chips. But Andy would he wouldn't go overboard with the corn chips, just as needed. As needed. Yes.
Corn chips.
But just a handful at a time. Corn chips. I mean, he would have to say corn chips. That's yep. Every single time.
We're developing the show.
This is the creative process, guys. This is pretty similar to how Cookie came up with Supernatural.
I think so too.
I think, yeah. The corn chips show. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a real good through line as the corn chips arc.
Think of the sponsorship.
Oh,
yeah?
I can think of it.
Yeah.
Corn chips. Yeah. Yep. I thought of it. That was it. Hi. What's up?
This question is for the both of you.
We'll take it.
What was your favorite thing from your time on the show?
Ooh. From while shooting? Favorite thing? This is me stalling. Favorite, we're keeping back.
I mean, my favorite thing was all of it. It really was. It was everything. It was first of all getting a role, then the scripts, and then actually doing it, and then watching it, and now these. It's just this whole big mass experience of meeting fans, and even interacting with fans online. It's just been a huge. Everything about it has been great.
I think it's very lucky that the show that we get invited to do conventions on was a good experience, because there's so many shows that are not. And I can't imagine like being asked about like, hey, remember that terrible experience you had? Can you tell us some fun stories about that? Thankfully.
Or, what was your favorite experience on the show? Next question.
Hard pass. No, why don't they invite me to more of these? I don't even know what show to come up with. Do you have like a worst experience?
Yes.
Did you feel like you can't say it out loud? That's interesting. But for myself, I would. It's one of those shows where like there's so many fun aspects of it. Like all the other actors are fun, the writers are fun. Like everything about it is great. My favorite, just popping in my head, was seeing Chad Lindbergh perform for the first time because they were having to reshoot one of his scenes in the middle of our shoot. So I was like on set, and Jensen came up to me. He's like, "You gotta stick around. You gotta go check this guy out." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It's fucking Jack Sparrow." He's like, "I don't know what he's doing." I'm like, "What's going on?" And like, they had him come back to like tone it down a little bit, and he's like, "It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Everything he was doing was perfect." And I'm like, and then it's this amazing. I loved his character. It's like he's answering the door. He's naked. He's got a mullet. I was like, this show. Because I wasn't very familiar with the show, and I'm like, this show is delightful. I had no idea what was possible. Anyway, that was my memory. Hi.
Hi. Mine doesn't have anything to do with the show, but I was wondering if you could give me a senior quote for my yearbook.
It's a good senior. Oh dear.
Quit your day job.
Quit your day job? Don't eat little bits of chocolate that people will give you. Ever.
Corn chips.
What? Maybe just corn chips. Maybe like a hand motion. I don't know. We're workshopping it. We'll get back to you. What?
I'm gonna revise mine. Dream big now. Really dream big. And, even if it's way, way up there, even if you don't reach the top dream that you dream, you're going to be going in the right direction.
I don't think there's enough room for all of that. It goes onto the face of the person underneath there.
Show my phone.
Hi.
Hi, I just wanted to ask Jeffrey if he was ever nervous to drop anything on his white suit. And if you did, what was it?
It's an unforgiving fabric.
I did. I didn't spill a thing. And people would see me over craft service and be like this.
Ribs. Lots of ribs.
There was one time,
But that's how you eat.
there was sushi. They brought sushi in and, the soy sauce. That can get messy. And, so I was...
I'd like that to be how you eat everything. From now on. No matter what you're wearing. I think it's all over here now. This side, representing.
Hello.
What's up?
My question is, if you had been offered any other role on Supernatural, like any at all, even like Sam or Dean,
Yeah.
which one would you want to be the most?
Dean.
Dean. Son of a bitch. Also for the money. I think that's also it's a good smart move. They're in a lot of episodes. More than 2. Dean's pretty cool. What's up?
What would be one thing your character would want to do before they die?
Not die. And do more episodes.
Be the king of hell.
Yeah. Unfinished business.
Yes.
It's tough to die.
Surely be the king. I mean, he was doing all right for a while there.
You had a good run.
Hell was swimming along quite nicely, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you were together, but not. Okay. Did you have a question? No? You're good? Okay, good. All right. We plowed through it. Good work, guys. Do you have a question for me?
I do have a question for you.
Oh, boy.
What you got going on now?
What do I got going on?
Yeah. Tell us what you're up to.
So, I've actually been doing a lot of writing lately. Excited about a couple of things. Things in the hopper, things at various stages of development. It's that annoying thing where it's like, oh, you can't say anything yet. So then what's the point of even saying it?
Yeah, well, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I can't talk about too, that, really big stuff.
Yeah, super big. Let's just say it rhymes with the new starring in Mission Impossible.
No, that's interesting. I can't talk about it.
Flame.
I do tell you, it's big. It's big stuff.
Yeah, super big.
You up to some stuff too?
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything?
Here's a little hint.
Okay.
Flames fond.
Oh.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't crack the code?
But,
hey, what's up?
How you doing? I'm Annie. Hi.
Hi.
If you had a song that exemplified what your life is, what would it be?
Our actual lives?
Your actual lives.
Sing.
You are Crazy Legs. That's your new nickname. I love your dance. Hi.
Hello.
We're not done with you. What do you got?
Okay, so my question is, if Andy hadn't been killed,
Yeah. Oh, what a world it would
if
be.
you made it,
Yeah.
if you made it and it just been him versus Sam,
Yeah.
what do you think he would have done at that point?
Oh, he would have made some corn chip snacks for everyone and talked about how there's no reason to fight here, and why don't we all zoom off to my van and take a little road trip together, and I think everything will be A-okay. That's how I saw things, which maybe doesn't have the dramatic effect that, you know, the other fight sequence with what's his name? Aldous, yes. I get why they went in that direction, I guess. What's up?
Thank you.
No problem.
This question is for Gabe. Did you have any input as to the painting on the side of Andy's van?
Oh, I didn't, but it was glorious. So it's this barbarian queen. She's riding a polar bear. I just love
It sounds like a Meatloaf cover album.
Sounds like a Saturday night for you. So I rolled up to that. I was like, what is this? Every step of the way, this show is incredible. And do I get to keep it? No, I don't. Okay. And then I loved how they had like a beaded, was it a velvet tiger print in the back, or was it beads?
Sounds like a great band.
Oh, it was a great band. It was a very, in the hands of the wrong person, super creepy, but with a nice, innocent fellow.
What about me? Would I make it creepy or?
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Only by a factor of 1 million.
Get in.
Oh yes, Moby Dick's bong was also there. It was
Dick's mom?
Bong. No, not Moby Dick's mom. He's a really big fan.
Oh.
Bong.
Hi. Are we here? Oh yeah, hi.
What's up?
This question is for Jeffrey. Just want to know how the voice of Asmodeus came about. And I also want to tell Gabriel that when you took Dean's Impala, it was the greatest scene ever and laughed so hard. Asmodeus' voice and how it came about.
Well,
did you go through other choices before you went in?
It came right to me.
That was
it came right to me, and it was he kind of, you know. I know there's a little bit of a, and not this one, but there's a little bit of a colonel. Not that one.
Just a general colonel.
Colonel. He kind of seemed like a southern, you know, he's a southern guy, and I've been to New Orleans, and I felt like he'd probably be more Louisiana than anything. So.
Did it say in the character
It
description?
said the description was like, think like Frank Underwood.
Okay.
And he's from Louisiana too, so.
All right.
There was a lot of clues that led me to that voice.
If you had to do a different accent for him, what would it be?
Hey, welcome to Out Boys. How you guys doing? Come on in. That's gonna be my seat from now on. All you, all the minions from the crowdy era, you're out. You're out. Everybody else step forward. Boom, you're done.
We'll see it again, but like you're a chimney sweep. Welcoming them to hell. Like, come on, governors, go on to hell. No?
Chimney sweep?
Chimney sweep.
That was a chimney sweep?
No, say next. That was my chimney sweep.
Oh.
Did you not recognize that as a high quality chimney sweep?
See, this is part of the creative process. Some ideas are good and work and
some are even better and flawless at all times. All right, top of the morning to you. What can I do for you?
The chimney sweep. That's the chimney sweep.
Yeah, it took me doing this with my top cap. Hey?
Hey, listen, could you don't mind this chimney here? It's a little dirty.
All right, what can I do you for? Clean your own chimney.
This question is for Jeffrey. If you could go back in time and tell yourself earlier in your career that you were going to go and play a Prince of Hell that was trying to become King of Hell, what would your reaction have been?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right. But that question just reminded me of a story of sort of of time jumping. I think it was about probably 15 years ago now. I wrote and directed this short film, and it was called Vincent and Lucian, and it was all about finding your highest creative self. And I wrote this character for myself. It's a really enigmatic character who he meets. You don't find this out till the end. Spoiler alert. He meets his self. So the character that I play, there's two characters in it. The one is well, me, say 5 years ago, and then there's his highest creative self. He meets him and you think he's making a deal with the devil, but he's really just meeting his highest creative self, telling him what he has to do to become this.
Did you play both parts?
No. So, there's thrones in Vincent and Lucian, and they're sitting in front of a fire, and it's sort of like, it's a very sort of nefarious scene, and it looks like it takes place in the 1800s. And it's basically about creating your own future. Cut 2. I'm walking on set for the first time in Crowley's lair. I'm looking around, going, wow, this is an amazing set. It was the same throne that I used. There were 2 of them. This was the same throne with the same, go back and watch that short, it's the same throne.
That's awesome.
So it was in a sense doing that same thing, like creating something for myself much further in the future than I thought. And it all came full circle.
That's awesome. Where can one see the short?
Online.
The internet?
The internet.
The World Wide Web?
Yeah, the whole world.
The World Wide Web.
Yeah, you just type in Vincent and Lucian.
Vincent and
Lucian. Yeah.
I had the idea of making a short film much less deep. That was just me, present day me, being waited on by the 22-year-old version of me because I was the worst waiter you've ever seen, and I would have hated myself so much. And I was going to do all my terrible waiter bits to myself and get into a real big argument with myself. So same message.
Kind of.
I think it's working on the same levels.
Yeah, like time jumping.
Yeah, and a real creative fulfillment.
Next question.
Yeah.
Hi, my question's for Jeffrey. Asmodeus came in when no one was ruling hell, but how do you think he would have done had he come in and had to fight Crowley or Abaddon for the role of leader of hell?
He would have kicked their ass.
Wait, so you just snuck in because there was like an opening? Less impressed. Hi, what's up?
Hey, so my question is sort of for both of you, but Jeffrey, there's a picture for sale on the creation table.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bearskin rug one with him?
Holding a snake without a shirt.
Oh, is that? There's. Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about Prince. By the way, side note, I brought 3 original works of art and then prints of my art that are available in the.
Oh, can we back this up?
Yeah.
Did I hear the word shirtless?
Yes.
And snake?
Big snake.
Big snake.
Not like a Bill Carter snake? Like a Britney Spears snake?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is that selling for like $1,000? Okay, there's a question.
I'm
sure.
wondering what that's from.
What's that about? So,
fair question.
A friend of mine who's an incredible photographer who probably all the photos that are available he's taken. He took the solo of Asmodeus. He takes incredible headshots. Anyway, he does a lot of really great artistic work as well. And he had a shoot where he had all these exotic animals, and we lived close. He was
Just sounds like you're leaking.
And yeah, he said, "Hey man, you wanna take a picture with a big snake?" Oh yeah, dude.
That's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I'll be right over.
And my other question about the photos is for Gabe. What's
Yes.
with your banner?
Do
they not have to?
I've offered them pictures that weren't from like elementary school.
I tweeted it at you, like, how
That
old
was
were
you.
That was
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
How old were you?
12.
That is, I would say, 23 tops. And I'm like 27 now. I don't know why. He's laughing. I don't know why you're laughing. So it's like from 3 years ago, and it seems weird that they would choose that one.
Same shirt though.
It is. I haven't. My wardrobe choices have not.
Oh my god, same whole setup.
Oh yeah. This is.
That's why they used it.
That's it. Yeah. Now, like, if you're not gonna grow as a person, why should you be pictures? I don't know. They have other options, but I guess that's what.
Oh damn! Oh man, time flies when you have fun, lady.
Let's bang these out. Let's bang these out real quick.
I was wondering if you guys had any secret talents. Like, if you weren't actors, what would you have done?
Close up, close up, close up. Just focus on this ear. So, congrats on your album coming out, but I can do that with my ear.
When's your release party for your ear trick?
That's coming. It's coming. We go like Beyonce.
Excited.
Drop it. Like out of nowhere. Yeah. It's gonna be great. Guys.
Now we can hear you.
Son of a gun! There it is. What happened?
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
I panicked for the wild animal sounds came to my ear. I panicked. You two boys are going to be on stage tonight doing karaoke, aren't you?
Yeah,
I have one request. Somebody please, in this room, somebody, somewhere, please sing the Katy Perry song so Jeff Parise can roar himself into your hearts.
It was like it was made for those animals.
It was.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Tigerman and Gabriel!
I had a mouthful of corn nuts. I'm just spitting them everywhere.
This is, if you've ever gone to see SeaWorld and you're going to get wet in the first few rows. If you've ever gone, you're going to get, you're going to hit with corn nuts or other debris from Bobby. Bobby likes to snack food. It's going to hit you in the eye. Protective eyewear, maybe plastic. What's
Stretching. My late afternoon stretch.
What's happening now? You gotta,
Stretching. I'm just getting limber.
but is there something that's going to...
No. Well, is it the ladies next?
Yeah.
You gotta get out of my way.